Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanished Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 470, season 19. Today's date is August 30th, 2025, and welcome to the program. On today's program, I'm going to talk about, this subject has been in the news for the past couple of weeks. It's about Riverview, but it's the ride, The Flying Turns. And I'll explain why I'm talking about this ride again. I talked about it a long time ago, but since it was in the news recently, I will bring up the subject, and this is going to be a lot of fun, and you'll understand why. Also, I'll read a menu from the William Tell restaurant that was located in the North Austin neighborhood in Chicago. I don't know what year it's from, but probably 50s or 60s. I'm not sure. So this will be a lot of fun. And a lot of people remembered it very well for its architecture and the wonderful food they had. Okay. Before I get started, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Cool Whip. And this is from 1979. Features Sarah Tucker. Yeah, remember her? I'll explain a funny story about this commercial after it's aired. Okay. So sit back and relax. Let's go back to 1979. I was about 16 years old then. For Cool Whip, non-dairy creamer. Or is it non-dairy creamer? No, it's non-dairy whip topping. Coffee Mate is non-dairy creamer. Sorry, I get that mixed up. Okay, so again, people just sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the rest of the show. Thank you.
How about some Cool Whip? Do these berries sour?
Oh, berries this fresh deserve something better than Cool Whip.
What's better than Cool Whip?
New improved Cool Whip. Tastes even fresher, even more like homemade.
Sarah, where's the Cool Whip?
Cake this fresh should get something better, Mr. Kincaid.
What's better than Cool Whip?
New improved Cool Whip. You like it?
I'll let you know.
Introducing new improved Cool Whip, non-dairy whip topping.
Tastes fresher, even more like homemade.
All right, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Cool Whip, non-dairy whip topping, not creamer. Oh, boy. That was from 1979. It features Sarah Tucker. I remember watching these commercials in the late 70s and early 80s that featured an actress. Her name was Marge Redmond. She's best known as, I think, Sister Jacqueline on The Flying Nun. I used to watch Flying Nun. The reruns on Channel 32 in the early 70s. I have it on DVD. They're missing the third season. I don't know what's going on. It's been years. So hopefully it'll be re-released with the entire, episodes. So that'd be kind of cool. Okay. And Cool Whip. I like Cool Whip. I really do. It's been around for a long time. And it was introduced by 1966 by the Bird's Eye division of General Foods. It's Kraft, I think, now, I believe. Yeah. And so it was designed by a food scientist. His name was William A. Mitchell. And he did that. And it's still popular. There was also Ready Whip, which I like in a can. Also Dream Whip. It's another whip dessert, but it's sold as powder. I never had that, Anyway, so it said it was advertised as non-dairy, but according to the website, it does have skim milk in it. So it's not, that's wrong to me. So well. What are you going to do? I used to love Cool Whip on pudding. Pudding in a cloud. You remember that commercial? There was a friend of mine. I know she mentioned pudding in a cloud. And she asked if anyone remembered. And I said, I do. I remembered that the commercial. And I said, it's from the Cool Whip commercials by Sarah Tucker. And she freaked out. I remember this. Oh, I haven't forgotten it. That was kind of cool. Also, you put it on pumpkin pie. Oh, it's delicious. It's so good. Mm-mm. Also, Jell-O. I like it with Jell-O instead of sugar. Always put Cool Whip. You can put on anything, any dessert, or cake. Okay. All right. At the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the flying turns. That was a roller coaster. That was at Riverview Park in Chicago in the old days. And I will also read a menu from the William Tell restaurant that was located in the North Austin neighborhood of Chicago. Before I get started, a couple things. One, my next chemo treatment is Tuesday, number 7. We'll see how that goes. Also, I spoke to my urologist. I spoke to the nurse, his nurse, that is, about a couple of days ago. I was supposed to have a surgery probably around Thanksgiving. It's leakage. I've had this for about 6 months. It's annoying. I have to wear diapers all the time. I'm leaking. It's just awful. It's expensive. And it's a pain in the butt. So I asked the doctor, can you speed it? Can you move it up, earlier? And and the nurse said, yeah, we could do that. So I'm meeting with him next Thursday to discuss it. He's going to do a cystoscopy. He's going to check my bladder, see it's okay. He'll do that, and then we'll discuss it, and hopefully I'll get it done before I go on my vacation next month. No, in October. So we'll see. He said it's an hour operation. It's outpatient, so that's no big deal. So hopefully I'll be okay. So we'll see. So I will keep you posted if anything new comes up. And then after Tuesday, I'll let you know the results of how the PSA is falling. I hope it's good news. I hope so. Pray. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to talk about the flying turns. It was a great amusement park ride. I'll give you a little history of this right now. Okay. So it was like a wooden bobsled style roller coaster. And it's a trackless coaster. Okay, there's no tracks on it. It's just like zzz, like this. It was designed by a man. His name was John Norman Bartlett. He was a British aviator, and another man, John Miller. I don't know what he was. And it was inspired by the bobsled rides in Europe. So they got it was like toboggan like cars like that. The flying turns did not begin at Riverview Park. No. They first operated at the Chicago for the Century of Progress World's Fair. So they had a World's Fair, which ran from 1933 to 1934. So that's when it debuted. And people rode this thing. I hope they did. I'm trying to find pictures of that. And then when the fair was over, it moved to Riverview and reopened in 1935. And it was there until Riverview closed in 1967. And they demolished it like that. Okay. So there were other flying turns of roller coasters, not just at Riverview. There were at other amusement parks, like for example, there was a Rocky Point amusement park in Rhode Island, one in St. Louis, Missouri. It was called Forest Park Highlands. It was destroyed by fire. Also at Coney Island. It was at Coney Island, but it was destroyed by fire in 1939. Okay, and it was at Palisades Park, this famous amusement park in New Jersey. Also in New York World's Fair. There was also one in Denmark. It's called Finn's Tivoli. They built that. Also, now there is a flying turns at an amusement park called Noble's Amusement Park and Resort. That's in Ellsburg. Is that how you say? Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. Yeah. It was built from scratch. They got the original blueprints from there. They began construction in 2006, and it was done, finished in 2008. But I don't know. They couldn't operate it until. So they waited until August, did a soft operating, their testing and all that. And they finally had a soft opening, I don't know what that means, on October 4th, 2013, which is my birthday. And they officially opened the next day on the 5th. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. And it's made out of wood, and it's really cool to see like that. And it's still there. So this park is kind of nice. It's in probably central Pennsylvania. It opened in 1926. And they had roller coasters there. The thing is, it's not like Great America. There's no admission fee. You just walk in. They have resorts. It's a nice, cool amusement park. That sounds lovely. It really does. I mean, I like to go there myself. So it's very popular. Yeah. The reason I talk about the flying turns is it's been in the news lately for the past week. It all started was on WGN. There's Marcus Leshock. He's the roller coaster guru. He's a good friend of mine. And he announced that he was going through some tapes of the WGN library at the studio, and he was looking for Riverview footage. And he's announced that he's going to talk about something about Riverview. And I go, oh my God, this is exciting. Oh, he's finally going to do something like that. Oh, and I told him, yeah, that's awesome. And he was planning it. So he was working on it. And then a few days ago, I don't know exactly, he put it together, he put it on YouTube. And then, on his social media accounts. But he used footage from Riverview. That was so cool. We saw the bobs, the flying turns. I don't know what else was there. And then he showed that he rode this ride in Pennsylvania, the flying turns, in the summer, about maybe a month or two ago, with his family. And he spoke to the man who operated, was in charge. And he was walking, him and Marcus were walking on the flying turns, on the ride, in the wood. Oh, look gorgeous. It was cool seeing that. And, he explained the history of that. And that was a great video. I loved it. And I told him, you did a great job. And it was awesome. And I talk to him from time to time. I do. He sees what I do. I see what he does. And that's that. So that was great, and it sparked a renewed interest for Riverview and, of course, the flying turns. And once I shared the video on my profile and Vanish Chicagoland, the page and the group, it just went crazy. And people were commenting, sending me messages, saying, this is wonderful. Oh, and I rode this flying turns in Riverview. I rode it with my parents, my grandparents. And when I was a little boy, I was kind of scared, but I had a great time. They love that ride. They really do. Number one ride over there at Riverview is the Bob's roller coaster, which I've heard it's great. But Flying Turns was something unique. And I'm glad it's still around, but not here. It's in Pennsylvania. I don't know where else it is, but if you have a itching to ride this ride, drive to Pennsylvania, do the flying turns. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if people would compare it to Riverview. Is it better? Is it shorter? I don't know. No clue. I have no idea. So that's cool like that. I told Marcus that I was very happy. This is awesome. It made my day, and that's really good. We have a common interest. I mean, he loves, he loves roller coasters, but he loves the history of that, and also Riverview. I love the history of Riverview too. I really do. Once I got started posting Riverview and Vanish Chicagoland, I don't know. I couldn't get enough. I want to learn more of this. I bought books. Read that, check on the internet, posted pictures. You get the idea. It's a fascinating subject. And it's one of the most popular posts on Vanish Chicagoland. Wherever I post anything about Riverview, people love it. They really do. course, you get wise guys sometimes. You go, why are you posting this all the time? They're just being facetious and ridiculous. So I ignore it. If you get comments like that, delete, ignore, move on. That's what I always say. All right. So that was fun. All right. Right now, I'll take a quick break. And when I come back, I will read a menu from the William Tell restaurant that was located in the North Austin neighborhood of Chicago. And they had some wonderful food there. So sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
Introducing Miracle Broom, the new appliance that combines the electric power of a vacuum with the convenience of a broom. Miracle Broom helps clean up broken glass from kitchen and bathroom floors, food crumbs on tablecloths. Miracle Broom cleans sofas and chairs, picks up bugs and insects on your porch or patio. Use it in your workshop or garage. It's so tough it eats up nails and tacks.
Get Miracle Broom, a great Christmas gift, and it's only $9.98.
The perfect Christmas gift, available at these fine stores.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed that break. Right now, I'm going to talk about the William Tell restaurant. And that was located at 5711 West North Avenue in the North Austin neighborhood of Chicago. It was sort of a German restaurant in a way. When I read the menu, I'll get a general idea. According to the Chicago Tribune, it opened in 1951. And it was like a continental-style restaurant. Maybe it wasn't German. Maybe they had German food, but probably had other things in there. It was opened by a couple. Their names were Carl and Louise Holbling. They opened that, and they outside the restaurant there's like William Tell, and on top is the apple with the arrow in it. You know the story where William Tell is going to shoot an apple on top of his son's head. I've seen that in TV shows all the time. It's hilarious. And inside there was a popular room, meeting place. It's called the West Room Lounge, like that. They had lanterns. The woodwork was beautiful, absolutely exquisite, like that. And so it's so the decor was like Swiss Bavarian, like that. And there was Edelweiss flowers. Did it say Edelweiss or Edelweiss? I don't know. There were some flowers there and all that. So I think he did some of the work. Carl, what's his name? I forgot his name. Carl Holbing carved most of it himself. You know, he seemed like a talented man. He really did. Really was, that is. Excuse me. So, at that location, they stayed, I think, until the early 70s or mid. I don't know when they moved. And they moved to Countryside, Illinois, on Joliet Road. And it was there. It was, I believe, it was the same owners. I think so, unless there was family members involved. And it was by a hotel. I think the Holiday Inn. I imagine. I haven't been in that area. I went once in that area. You know, that part. I've been to Countryside a few times, but not in that area. So, also, so they had a banquet hall also, and that was so the one in Countryside. The address was 6201 Joliet Road, and it was closed and remodeled over the years. And then the original restaurant closed around 2005 or something like that. I don't think it's open anymore, so I don't know what's there. I'm not sure. And anyway. So the original phone number was Tuxedo. It was 2U TU 9-0855. You know, you have the exchange letters, like the numbers, like that. Then when it moved to on Joliet Road, okay. The phone number was area code 312-352-1101. So they still had the 312. You know, the 708 area code was introduced in 1990. Okay. All right. So, so I have a menu right here. I'll bring it right up and tell you. They had some wonderful, they had breakfast and lunch and all that. So I'm going to read it right now. And yes, I will include the prices. I haven't done that in the past. So someone requested, can you please say the prices? We were very interested. And I said, of course, I will do that from now on. Okay, so here we go. This is, let's see. I'll start with the hors d'oeuvres. Okay. So they have, it's under cocktails, soups, hors d'oeuvres, so they had Schweitzer bullet tray and fruit compote with entree per person. That's like 50 cents. A la carte per person is $1. Fine imported caviar, $1.85. Fresh jumbo shrimp cocktail, 85 cents. Large, $1.25. Fillets of herring with sour cream, 50 cents. Chilled tomato juice, 35 cents. Anchovy tomato canopy, 75 cents. Canopies, reminds me of the Three Stooges. Canopies. And lobster cocktail, $1.50. Onion soup au gratin, so that's probably French onion soup, I would imagine. It's 50 cents. And potage du jour. I'm not sure what that. I think that's soup. I think it's soup du jour. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. I just want to make sure everything okay. Cocktails. I got the usual martini, Manhattan, grasshopper, old fashioned, sidecar, brandy Alexander, daiquiris, pink lady. All kinds of wonderful things. They had Tom Collins, whiskey sours, gin fizz. You get the idea. I'm not going to say the prices for those. Most of them were about 85 cents, 75 cents. The only thing that was $1 was Planter's Punch. So they had whiskeys like that. They had brandies, liqueurs. They had wine, imported, domestic, beer, domestic, imported. Doesn't list what kind of beers. And they have soft drinks, Coca-Cola or 7-Up. All right. Okay, so let's go. The special, it was like highlighted, is Chateaubriand. It's like a steak. And it cost $10. And it's broiled whatever way you want it. Garnished with asparagus chips and butter, medallion or French fried potatoes, mushroom caps, and mixed with a salad with garlic dressing. Sounds delicious. Okay. They had William Tell's U.S. prime sirloin steak. It was $5.25. Filet mignon a la St. Moritz, $5.25, same thing. Our special tender U.S. prime butt steak, $3.95. Broiled center cut pork chops, served with applesauce or fresh cranberries, if you like, $2.85. Thick single chops sandwich, $1.50. Broiled double thick French lamb chops, you get two, $3.85. And hickory smoked Wisconsin broiled ham steak, $2.65. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right. Personalized continental dishes, boneless breast of chicken, $3.25. Sliced beef tenderloin, $2.85. This is veal. I can't pronounce it. It's Geschnitzel or something. It's veal tenderloin, $2.85. Okay. It's cooked with sour cream. I can't read that. With shallots and mushrooms and white wine. This is tenderloin of beef. It's a Tournelles Royale. It costs $3.50. It's with burgundy wine topped with delicious chicken livers. Okay, if you like liver. I do like liver, but not like it. Cream chicken, Virginia au gratin, asparagus tips with casserole, $2.25. Oh, the Tournelles was $3.50. I'm sorry. Paprika or ram schnitzel, that's a veal steak, $3.25. Choice of salad, if you like. Wiener Backhuhn. That's spring chicken. It's half fried with French fries. Choice of salad, $2.95. Chicken cocotte. It's spelled Cocotte. 1/2 spring chicken cooked with in a saucepan with fine herbs, garlic and butter, Parisian potatoes, and mixed salad. And the other last item for chicken is chicken clemenceau. I can't pronounce it. It's CLEMENCEAU. It's a half of milk-fed spring chicken, sauteed with garlic, butter, mushrooms, and tender green peas, and it blends wonderful. That sounds good. It really does. Okay. They had broiled pork ribs. They have the best chicken. The pork ribs was $3.25. Best chicken, that's what they said. It was wonderful. One half spring chicken was $2.75. You would get a choice of salad, potatoes, And seafood, they had brook trout. That was $2.85. Broiled jumbo African lobster tail, $3.95. Served with drawn butter and French fries and a salad. French fried shrimps, $2.25. Okay, with fries. Large Indian shrimps, that's called creveldel met. I can't pronounce it. Served with butter, mushrooms, $3.50. Let's see. French fried shrimp was $2.25. I think I mentioned that. Jumbo shrimp, $2.65. And broiled 1.5 pound live lobster with drawn butter. That cost $4.95. That seems expensive on that at the time, like that. Okay. They serve eggs and omelets, 2 eggs, 85 cents. Wisconsin ham and fresh eggs, $1.25. Scrambled eggs with bacon, with French fried potatoes, $1.25. Shirred eggs and casserole, 95 cents. A jelly omelet. I haven't had a jelly omelet in a long time. That costs $1.25. Delicious French toast, $1.25. Chicken livers and shirred eggs, $1.50. And fresh mushroom omelet, $1.25. And if you want French pancakes, it's $1.65. Okay. Let's see. Did I forget anything? Salads. They had imperial salad made with chicken, ham. That costs $1.75. Chicken salad, $1.75. Shrimp salad, $1.95. Lobster salad, $2.25, of course. Shrimp and asparagus delight, $1.85. Combination of green salad, 95 cents. Special gourmet salad, shredded lettuce with ham or $1,000 dressing, any dressing, or Roquefort, $1.85. Asparagus and sliced egg, $1.50. Health salad, that's with mixed fruit, with cream cheese and jelly wedges, bread, $1.50. A diet bowl, that's 85 cents. That's like a mix lettuce with cottage cheese, of course. Waikiki fruit pinwheel. That's like a Hawaiian with whipped cream, like that. What else do they have? And fruit. Yeah, they had fruit. Buffet fry, cold roast beef prima rib, served with, it was vinaigrette with vegetable salad, $2.75. Imported sardines, Japanese smoked oysters and frog legs, $1.75. Delicatessen cold cuts, any meat you like, served with vegetable or potato salad, $2.25. And a shrimp platter, they had, I'm not going to read all the prices. It was just a shrimp platter. So whatever, for 1, 3, for 2, or for 4. Starts from $1.75 all the way to $4.75. Okay. Cold sandwiches, they had William Tell's combination, cost $1.50. That's like a club sandwich, with turkey, ham, Swiss cheese, and dressing. Swiss cheese and ham on rye bread, 95 cents. Chicken sandwich, garnish, 95 cents. A BLT, 85. Salami sandwich, garnish, 50 cents. Wisconsin sugar cured ham, 85 cents. Club sandwich again, but that was a combination. So the club sandwich is a little more. So you had bacon in there. That's the difference in that. Liverwurst, 65 cents. A lot of people don't like liverwurst. Cold roast beef. Imported sardine roast beef was 95 cents. Sardines was 95. And liverwurst, tomato, onion, 85 cents. Also, they had the Lazy Susan Club sandwich tray for 2 or 3 people with medallion potatoes and garnish, $2.95. Okay, folks, we're almost there. Now we have hot sandwiches. William Tell's pure ground beef steak. It's like a steak sandwich served with coleslaw. A large order of fries, 95 cents. I would order that. That sounds delicious. ham and egg sandwich with french fries, 95 cents. Grilled American cheese and bacon sandwich, open face, 85 cents. And luscious barbecue beef sandwich, served with french fries and salad, 95 cents. All of them are 95 cents except the grilled cheese. That's 85 cents. Okay. Now we're going to desserts. All right. Desserts and beverages. They had cheesecake, 50 cents. French pastry, 45 cents. Layer cake, 50 cents. Duncan Hines ice cream. I didn't know they make ice cream. Imagine that. 45 cents. Spumoni, 50 cents. Pies du jour. Whatever pie was available that day with whipped cream. So it could be apple, cherry, peach, whatever. Roquefort cheese, 50 cents. Camembert cheese, 50 cents. Other beverages, they had tea, milk, hot chocolate, coffee. They had sundaes, like hot fudge or maybe 65 cents. And Linderkrantz cheese, 50 cents. Woo! Let's see if I didn't miss anything. I don't think I have. So I did the whole thing. Well, that sounds wonderful. That really does. That sounds amazing. Wonderful food. It's too bad it closed. Back in the old days, Chicago had wonderful restaurants. They still do, but some were very unique. I wish I wish a lot of them stayed in business, but no. Which I want to mention something. What was it, yesterday? I think so. They had the official opening of the Ithaki restaurant in Greektown. They haven't had a new Greek restaurant in Greektown in many, many years, and they're finally opened, and I'm excited. Maybe I'll go there someday and check it out. I don't know the menu. No clue. I checked their website. It's not published, so we'll see what they have. We'll just wait and see. I wish them a lot of success. Okay. So that's it for this show. I'll do a recap of what I talked about. I talked about the Flying Turns roller coaster. That was located at River Park in Chicago, not Illinois. It wasn't in Illinois, but it's Chicago. And it's also there's one in Nobles Park in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. And because it was featured in the news recently. Also, I read a menu from the William Tell restaurant that was located at 5711 West North Avenue in the North Austin neighborhood of Chicago, and it relocated to Countryside, Illinois. Okay. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. This podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast, Podbean, Good Pods. Goes to iHeartRadio, I believe. If you have those apps on your phone or your tablet, tap on them, tap follow. You will receive a notification of the latest episode. Also, you can listen to previous episodes if you like. Also be published on my blog, vanishchicagoland.blog. They're all listed. You can sign up with your email. You can click on the link. It'll take you right there and you can listen. Also be published on my YouTube channel. And again and again and again, people always ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where can I listen to your podcast? How do I listen to your podcast? Go to YouTube. Do a search. Go to the search engine, type in Vanish Chicago Stories, or my name, Pete Costanza. You will find it. Click on it with your mouse or anywhere. If you have a tablet or your phone, tap subscribe. You receive a notification of the latest episode. You can listen to all the episodes are right there for you to listen. Also, be shared on my social media accounts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, and Instagram. They'll have the links there. So if you have any questions, please comment. Let me know. I will answer. I will try to answer. Do the best I can. And so that's that. I will probably do another. I don't know if I'll do a podcast tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a video. And I thought of something. I'll give you a hint. It's something I wrote on my blog 5 years ago, and it was a very popular subject. So I might do a video tomorrow and discuss it. And this will be a lot of fun. Okay. So this is Pete Costanza, your host of Vanish Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. Today is a lovely day. It's a little cloudy. It's not hot, thank God. And it'll be a nice weekend. It's a Labor Day weekend. After that, I will not do a podcast Tuesday like I always do because I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to do my chemo, so there will be no podcast. All right. So here's bye-bye from me, and here's a little traveling music from our favorite guy in the whole wide world, the famous Ray Rayner, with a little traveling music saying bye, bye, bye. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just rambling. Should have some breakfast. Okay. So he's going to say bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone. Everyone have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.